Good morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Welcome to Make It Monday Reboot, favorite day of the week. I have a lovely assistant next to me. She's doing a wonderful job. What we're going to do today is we're going to make an Irish staple. Every home in Ireland knows how to make this, and plenty of times they make it. And I grew up with it, and we love it. It's simply the potatoes that you would put with your regular dinner. So, I didn't write the recipe down in the description. I just wrote the method because depending if you're going to feed 2 people or 10 people as to how many you would put in potatoes. If you had a big hunk of meat, you might put less potatoes. If you're trying to feed a crowd and you only have a small bit of meat, put a couple more potatoes in the pot. That's the best way to do it. Now, if you're using russet potatoes, you'll want to peel them. We always buy thin-skinned potatoes, so we just take off any spots that we don't want, but we leave the peelings on. And we're going to put a big pot of potatoes on to boil right here. And so while we're getting caught up to that point, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what happened around here. This morning, Bill was having his breakfast, and he was sitting next to the buffet, and the bird house is on the top of that. And he didn't realize that we left the door of the birdhouse open so that the bird could come out. Now, I had my scare when I thought it was a toad in the house. Turned out it was just Yoshi on the floor. But I had my scare. Well, today he got a start when he looked over while he was eating his breakfast, and there was a bird watching him eat. So we had a little bit of fun with that one. Anyway, Claudine has got these all here, so I'm going to just pause while we do the boring part of putting the water over them. And then we'll be right back. Okay, we're at the next spot in our recipe. Claudine has got all the potatoes chopped up. And we've got a big pot here. I salted the water.
It's been assaulted.
It's been assaulted. It's been assaulted. Anyway, so that is going to be boiling. In this pot, I put a generous amount of butter. I had a half a pound of butter. Well, actually, it was a little bit thinner than a half pound, but anyway, I had quite a bit of butter, and I only put a quarter of that up top. So I put a good half a cup in here. And then I added some milk. We don't use cream very often, so I added milk, and we're going to melt that into there so that we're not pouring cold milk into our potatoes. So this is going to be just, after my potatoes are nearly done, this is going to be heated up. Claudine has very generously cut me up some green onions.
Very generous.
And in the slow pot here, she has made a lovely pork loin for our dinner.
Just use some regular Kraft barbecue sauce and some orange juice.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
I like pork with a little bit of the sweet juice.
Yeah, so that's going to be really good. So we're going to just get this on cooking, and then we'll be back. All right, we're back. Claudine's going to do my mixing. So we're mixing up the potatoes. And we're going to slowly add the butter and cream.
A little too far away.
A little too far. Would you want my extension cord?
No, I got it here.
All right,
I've got to be more careful.
We don't have very many counter plugs. All right, so she's going to mix that and then slowly add in. We're going to go get the extension cord. Just a moment.
Oh man, I just thought it reaches, but you know, I think I'll move the pot instead.
All
That's
right,
what I'll do.
Okay, that's good.
A better
So then
idea.
we can just keep it going.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Very, very sorry. Even the bird's yelling at me about that.
Yep. Yoshi said, "What are you doing?"
What is that awful noise?
Okay, are we still singing? Yes, we are.
Okay.
All right, so she's going to keep mixing that. We're going to slowly add in, I'll move this over to you, slowly add in this
Butter and milk mixture. Yeah.
And so we get it really creamy. And you want to make sure it's very creamy. We're not going to put salt and pepper in it because although potatoes take a lot of salt, we want them to be at the preference of the person eating them. So you can add your own on. All right, you can start
I did add some.
Okay.
And I'll add a little bit more. The cord is on the wrong side.
Okay.
These are left-handed pots.
Yeah. It will probably take the entire amount of butter and milk there to make it really creamy and rich.
So that's not what you use to make your lava?
Oh, no, that's not what makes the lava. The lava is different.
All right.
So we're going to make potato volcanoes here, but it's called champ. And we grew up with it. It's a great recipe. So when we get that all going, then we're going to put in the green onions.
Okay.
And just let it whip a couple times and we'll make the volcano.
Would you like me to put all the green onions?
Yes, all the green onions.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Okay, one more mix.
One more mix, and then I got a bowl here. I have a bowl, but can I get it?
I feel like that was just maybe a tiny bit too much milk and butter, but it's cooking together good now.
Oh yeah, it will. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Alrighty. So now what we're gonna do is, okay, yeah. Oh yes. Okay, I've got a spoon over there, and I want you to put a spoonful on there. Like that. Okay, now.
I think that needs 2 spoonfuls.
All right. Okay, 2 spoonfuls on this one.
Okay.
All right. Now bring me the butter if you wouldn't mind. Now what I'm going to do with this here. Oh, I can't do it here because I can't be seen.
Well, we could put it on here. Right here, showing.
It's going to melt my melamine.
No, it's not. The burner's not turned on.
Okay. So you want to kind of pile it up like a volcano. So you want to make it steep sides. And put a dip in the middle. Touch the crater.
Leave the crater inside.
Yep. And now you take some of the soft butter that's here.
Okay.
This is the soft side, yeah.
Yeah.
And you put it in top there. And we just let that melt for a minute. While we let that melt.
I usually covered it just a little bit, like I'd put it back up and over. There we go.
So once it gets a little bit melty, we'll show you what you do. And then we're going to put our piece of meat on the side of it. And that will be our dinner.
Yeah, our pork turned out pretty good here. I don't think you can see. Just made a tenderloin, but it's
Look
like
at that falling apart.
it's like a pulled pork, basically.
Okay, we'll just put a little piece of that on the side of my plate. Ow.
Are you all right?
Yeah, you just dripped me.
Oh, I dripped the hot sauce on you. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's okay. All right, so let's see what we
Oh
got.
my goodness. That looks really good, hey?
Yeah, now, okay. She closed up our volcano. We have to make our crater go.
Okay.
Okay, so now you see you got the lava. So what you do is you take your dip from the outside, you dip it in, and you let the lava flow. And then you eat it. Just like that.
You just made a lava flow of butter down the side of the potato mountain.
That's what I did. That's how you have champ. I hope you all enjoyed it. And we shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.